Cancelled.
Schweezy.
From Sky News, like I told you, none of these articles are good today. George W. Bush accidentally condemns unjustified and brutal Iraq invasion. George W. Bush was accidentally condemned the unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq, an operation he ordered himself in 2003. The former U.S. president, 75, quickly corrected himself to say he had meant to refer to Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine. He made the gaffe during a speech in Texas on Wednesday in which he took aim at Russia's political system. Mr. Bush told the audience in the city of Dallas, Russia's elections are rigged, political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq. He then corrected himself and shook his head. I mean, of Ukraine, he said, before jokingly blaming the blunder on his age, muttering, I'm 75, as the audience burst into laughter. Footage of the mishap has been watched more than 10 million times on Twitter after it was shared with Michael Williams, a reporter from Dallas News, who was at the event. Social media users described the error as history's greatest Freudian slip. Many have also criticized the former presidents for appearing to make light of the conflict in 2003. Mr. Bush was at the helm when the U.S. led a devastating invasion of Iraq over claims of weapons of mass destruction that were never found. I mean, let's be honest. Before I decide to talk about this shit, let's just say that this is hilarious. This is hilarious. If you know any of the jokes or the memes behind anything, like the Bush did 9/11 shit, which, I don't know. I don't think he did. My theory on the whole, if Bush did 9/11, is that, like, some people are like, well, jet fuel can't melt steel beams or some bullshit like that. I bet the terrorists had a backup plan, too. And that's, like, obviously I think they probably had bombs in the World Trade Center to knock it down. I'm just saying that makes sense to me that they had a backup plan for what was going on. For 9/11, I don't think George Bush did it. Now, if they're like, did the government know and let it happen? Maybe. Okay. But let's not be dumbass conspiracy theorists here. They ruined conspiracy theories for me. They were fun, and now they're not. And it's so fucking annoying that conspiracy theories ruin this bullshit because Pizzagate and about fucking Donald Trump not winning the election. Those aren't conspiracy theories, okay? Someone getting more votes than another person are not conspiracy theories. The 9/11 can be. Anyways, though, what do I think of him saying Iraq instead of the Ukraine? There's two sides of it. One, he does feel guilty for Iraq because he kind of knows it was not a good thing. I'm a big believer, and I'll support the troops day and night. Most of them, not like the ones who like swipe cards so you can get on base and that bullshit. I don't trust any of that. They can suck dick, but the ones who actually do shit, I do support them. And I always fight against any idea of like war or whatever. That's just my general beliefs. I'm like, war should be, first of all, should be the last option. Even then, I shouldn't want it to happen. I shouldn't want war. That's just my personal beliefs. And but I do want to support the troops, especially ones who did great things and stuff like that. Anyways, though, do I think George Bush is feeling guilty and messed up? I don't know. Hopefully, if he does feel guilty, one day he hopefully will admit it. As much as I admit it, I didn't like him at the time. I like him better than the last Republican president. But he at his dad's funeral, he does have a way with. He is pretty good at public speaking. Considering he's not like a traditional public speaker, like he does have a way to like woo an audience, and like he's really good at that. He like majority of his speeches that he's done in his life, probably. I have to imagine the majority, like he was the president of the United States 2 terms. I have to imagine that he made so many speeches about like invading Iraq that in his mind, like it's just autopilot from that point. That's what I think happened. Though it is funny, considering the situation of what he did. But no, I'm glad I agree with him because I know the last Republican president, the one after him, the Republican president after him, would fully support invading Ukraine, and that's scary. I'm glad that we agree that the Russian invading Ukraine is kind of fucking stupid. And respect to the 275-year-old W. Hey, you just finished one of the many, many highlights from Cancel Schweezy. We got plenty more on the channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you like what you just watched, go ahead and smash that like button as well. Go subscribe for more so we can teach you how to be a better human in our world. So yeah, stay awesome.